It's the National Football League on EA Sports, as we see the two teams who fought back in Super Bowl 37. We can hardly wait for the start of this one. Coming up next.
We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. We've got a couple of teams, Greg, that can make it happen with the defensive front. That's going to be a huge focus on this game.
With the importance of the passing game in today's NFL, Mike, you know how great it is to be able to disrupt that timing and throw off the quarterback's rhythm. And no better way to do that than by being able to get after them, especially with your defensive line. You don't have to blitz. You don't have to bring a fifth rusher. Keep that secondary intact. If this defensive line can cause havoc in the pocket for this quarterback, it's going to go a long way towards slowing down what's been a very good offense.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Buccaneers led out by their quarterback, Baker Mayfield. He was in Cleveland and Carolina, and then with the Rams. But now year two, and it feels like he's found a home. Greg here with the Buccaneers.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
On the ground, they'll go with Rachaad White, the back out of Arizona State. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Throwing is Baker. That is caught by McMillan. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with White. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Big Christian Wilkins, the one who brought him down. Here now, 3rd and 5. Mayfield to throw. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the man from Purdue, their quarterback, Aiden O'Connell.
Here's a guy that could be described as your very traditional, typical drop-back passer. We don't have a lot of them left in today's modern offense, but he can stand tall in the pocket, and he can throw it all over the field. But when it comes to operating NFL offense at a high level, he's got some growing to do. That's where his development and the next step has to come. Now, today is going to be a big opportunity for him to showcase, has that development started, and he can lead his team to a big win. It'll go a long way.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. They go play action. It's O'Connell. Backs to the first tight end, taken back in April. It's Brock Bowers. 18 yards on the connection. Good for a Raider first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A second down throw for O'Connell. That's caught by Abdullah. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down, Raiders.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Throwing on second down, O'Connell. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Madison. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Madison. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Man in motion here is Tucker. On play action, O'Connell. He pulls it in around the 5. And this is going to set him up with 1st and goal. Mark him out of bounds at the 4.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Now it is 1st and goal. Now Madison. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Second and goal. They'll run with Madison. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Out of the shotgun. O'Connor under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On 4th down, on comes Daniel Carlson for the Raiders field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are out to an early 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Bucs offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll motion a tight end right. The drive begins with a run by White. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. Here comes Otten in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. Throw left side, pulled in by Evans. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zone. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball is going to go.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He'll find McMillan here. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. There's Evans. He's got it. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll try to run for it. Here's White. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
They'll try to run with White, and this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. From back at the 5, here now 3rd and goal. To throw is Mayfield. He's got it at the 3.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
McLaughlin's kick is good, and the Bucs will tie the game at 3 apiece.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
So the field goal draws us even. It is now 3-3 as the kick's away. Laube now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Raiders offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll set out in search of a 1st touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, and here's Madison. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Here's O'Connell. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. In motion is Myers. On second down, O'Connell. He'll check this down to the running back. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
Now it's the veteran, Amir Abdullah. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
O'Connell going to throw on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, it's O'Connell. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
O'Connell to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. They'll run up the middle. It's Madison. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. Drive yielded 3. They'd like more. Let's see what happens on 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's O'Connell. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end. And they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And the Raiders take a 10-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Here comes Otten in motion. Baker gonna hand it to White. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. It is Max Crosby there to wrap him up.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9. They send Evans in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. Going up top. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's a run with Abdullah. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, Mike. Let's win at the point of attack. And boy, this team here early in the 1st quarter, they've done just that.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, a run with Madison. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. They face 2nd down and 7. To throw is O'Connell. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
If this was just one guy dominating them up front, there's a lot of things that you can do. You can chip him. You can double team him. You can start sliding the offensive line and pass protection his way, trying to slow him down. But this has been coming from a lot of different spots, and right now it just looks to be a breakdown in the protection, and they have no answer on how to stop it.
On 4th down, last year's All-Pro punter A.J. Cole on now for the Raiders. Back deep for the Bucs, their speedster Trey Palmer. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Bucs offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and here's White. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Another run here with White. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. One of the tight ends motions right. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The Raiders offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Now O'Connell. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
On second down, here comes Madison. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Turner goes in motion. O'Connell to throw on first down. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Straight ahead, here's Madison. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Again, it's Madison. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Here's 3rd and 7. From the pistol, it's O'Connell. That's hauled in at the 2. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Amir Abdullah. Touchdown, Vegas. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field. And finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders move out in front by the score of 17-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Baker to throw. This one is caught by Shepard. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
A pass, it's complete. It's Shepard.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On 3rd down, it's White. Trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means 4th down coming up.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll run it and give it to the big guy. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs. The Raiders offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. In motion is Myers. On 1st and 10, here's O'Connell. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll run Abdullah. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. On play action, O'Connell. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up fourth down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Here's A.J. Cole now. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Buccaneers offense about ready to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. One of the tight ends in motion right. Off the RPO, this is out to Evans. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
Here's a 2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw. That's caught down the field. He's got McMillan. 2nd time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one.
Throwing a comeback route against zone coverage, it could be a little bit tricky. Remember, in zone, the defender's eyes are on the quarterback. So if your receiver doesn't sell that right and this ball's not thrown on time, you're going to end up watching that defender take this thing back the other way.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. It's complete to Evans. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a 1st down. On the give, it's White. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with White. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Here comes Otten in motion. On play action, Mayfield. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the 1st down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Buccaneers will cut into that lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Out of the shotgun, O'Connell. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here in the 1st half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
On the ground, it's Madison. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Man in motion here is Tucker. They go play action. It's O'Connell. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's the punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This returnable with Palmer. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On first down, it's White. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. He'll send a tight end in motion right. Throwing on second down, Mayfield. He'll find his running back, White. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. They need 8 as they come up for third down. They send him right out of the slot. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. There's Evans. He's got it. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Mayfield. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Cade Otten. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers will cut the deficit down to 4. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Now O'Connell to the left side. It is caught by Myers. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's O'Connell. Here's a screen set up for Abdullah. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up on a second down and 8. From the gun, it's O'Connell. That'll be taken in. It's Alexander Madison. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Now the Raiders going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Here's a third down and 4. O'Connell to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Raiders are out in front. And we get you across the state to Orlando and check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Tucker. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with first and 10. The drive starts with a run by Madison. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On the ground, Abdullah.